wasn't where we were supposed to go with the episode. But I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you come on. I know this is our podcast, but this is still the OG podcast. And last time I checked, I am the OG.
That you are.
So I'm not gonna let you come on this podcast, man, and call DJ Khaled.
Hey, let's podcast already.
Shit. I'm Javi Luna, husband, father, and stand-up comedian. I've been fortunate enough to spend over a decade traveling the country, making audiences laugh. But my favorite audience is the one right here at home in Corpus Christi, Texas. My wife and co-host, Jen. Once a week, we sit down and have a chat. There's other podcasts like this, but this one's mine, and that makes it original. How y'all like that intro, by the way? Forgot to ask y'all last week. It didn't come out till after we did that after we recorded.
Right.
Right?
It was so good.
Know what I'm saying? This ain't the same. It's the same podcast, but it ain't the same podcast. You feel me? We're coming with a different energy of 2023, man.
Heck yeah.
And but right off the bat, before we get started, first of all, welcome out to the original Gordito podcast. Old listeners, new listeners, I was just happy to see so many people jumping back on right into it. Because we didn't advertise it. I didn't do no videos because it was simply just one day we were like, hey, let's do it. Let's get back into it. And it
felt good.
Yeah, it felt like we never stopped almost.
It did.
Or even better. I think we even had better numbers our first week back than we were at the end right before we left. So
nice.
So excited to see that. Welcome to our YouTube people. We're now officially a YouTube podcast.
Yes.
Right. And
I'm still not sure how I feel about that.
The old podcast, we rarely put up clips.
Right.
And when we did, it was only when we were camera ready.
Right.
That's the term Mrs. Luna likes to add. Do I need to be camera ready? You can take pictures.
It makes a difference. It does.
Put our life on display.
Yes. You have a potential of thousands of people seeing your face.
And hopefully, and growing like Flintstones.
True.
No, it's good. I feel like 2023 has barely just started. I feel like the last 2 weeks, it was I don't know if everyone experienced this, or if this was just a unique to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the beginning of our 2023 was very much in waiting. The year started and we're like, oh, we got stuff happening, but it's not happening for another month, a couple weeks. It feels like everything has been kind of...
It's pending.
We're like Southwest, baby.
What's going on?
Puro delays.
Oh.
To start the year, right?
That is true.
Initially, I was hoping, the special...
Yes.
I was hoping, I was in my head, end of the year, beginning of 2023.
Right.
22, beginning of 2023. That didn't happen.
No.
Right? We barely released the trailer on Friday. Delayed. Like I said, nothing's happening. It was just this very moment hey, we got stuff happening, but it's not happening right now.
Just yet.
So we're just... gonna sit here for a minute.
We're gonna talk about it
and chill. I felt like the fact that we had a weird holiday schedule with our kids this year with the school.
Yes.
Usually, you get almost a whole week before Christmas.
This is true. Yes.
And then you get just a few days after the New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Normally by the 4th, the 5th,
you're back to school.
back in. They didn't do that this year. Instead, we got out 2 days before Christmas.
Before Christmas, yes.
And then we had a whole additional week after the New Year.
Which was amazing.
It was nice, right? It was nice because it usually is the go of the holidays, and then you get that week of like, oh, what do we got to do? We got to go somewhere? Do we got to party? No, nothing. You just sit at home. That part was nice. But it also felt like it caused like a delay to the start of the year. Like, oh, we're also really not doing anything. We're not working on anything. No. Nothing new is happening.
We're still
School
waiting
hasn't
in
started.
different.
So
I could see that.
That the whole like I said, the whole thing with the special coming out later. You were waiting on some results.
Yes.
For an exam
and that got pushed back.
That got pushed back. You're not going to find out now officially till
February.
Till February, and other things that.
It was very unexpected. Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like between relaunching this podcast, I don't know how many of y'all have drifted over from. I don't think I even mentioned it last week, but this is not the only podcast relaunch that I'm involved with at the moment. I am currently we haven't put an official title on it. No. Recurring. Initially, I was going to be a co-host. I don't know if I'm just a recurring guest host. I'm just a recurring guest. But I'm going to be on there a lot. Whatever title we decide to put on it, the fact of the matter is I'm involved in the relaunch of Chingo Bling's What Did He Said podcast.
Right.
He's relaunching that. First of all, I've always thought it was a great name for a podcast. It's named after one of his songs when he started out rapping back in the old YouTube days.
Yeah, and
it's a great podcast name. What did he say? Like, right? It works. And he's relaunching it as a comedy only. Podcast,
which is so dope.
Which is great because it's kind of a little more, ensemble, him, a couple friends, just talking about whatever, just kind of conversations, which is always a good format for podcasts. Right? Sure, because a lot of people listen to podcasts feeling like, oh, this is me, how I would talk with my friends or whatever. Right. Like you're getting to sit in on a conversation. I know me personally, I like listening to podcasts on the road. It makes me feel like, especially if I don't have anybody with me, it makes me feel like, oh,
someone's in the room.
There's someone in the room with me, right? I'm still talking to somebody,
You're part of the conversation.
I don't think I talk back.
I was gonna say, wait, you're still talking to someone? Hold on.
Don't get concerned about it.
I mean, for half a second I did.
I'm not.
The fact that you have to think about it though now.
Well, because I'm out there by myself. I mean, I don't want to lie to you and tell you that I've never talked back to the radio. I mean, I'm sure. Okay. I haven't had long drawn out conversations.
Okay. Because I've talked back to when a podcast will say something, I'm like, yes, of course. Like you're agreeing. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like
but I'm not like, yes, girl.
Well, actually, Bill, I don't agree with what you're saying right there. And I'm gonna pause you for a second. I'm gonna pause you, Bill, because
you got to say your piece?
Because I don't like your tone. Right
the tone.
I don't like your tone. You're talking to me all wrong. Right? This is what I'm trying to say. But no. You interject a little bit like, oh, man, that's crazy. Or, you got him. Little, more like ad-libs.
Yeah, like I said, it's commentary.
I converse with podcasts like as if I'm like Lil Jon.
Okay.
Where Lil Jon didn't really say too much in any of the songs, but he just added. I was just like, okay, yeah.
Wait. His whole song?
I'm like a hype man to the podcast. Like, yeah.
But his whole song, that's all he does?
Yeah. One time.
Like no other string of words together.
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
You are lying. You for real?
Name another Lil Jon lyric.
I have no idea.
Hey, I'm not trying to do 2000s material. I know it's been tackled, but yeah, he was. Oh, you knew that about him.
I did not. I don't.
Chappelle did a whole skit about it.
Again, my memory. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
wow.
Like that. Yeah, because I think he's like the last. I think he's like the last hype man.
I see that.
I don't know that hype man's a thing anymore.
I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but like I feel like DJ Khaled is kind of a hype man.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna let you. Listen.
Hold on. I gotta brace myself.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
This wasn't where we were supposed to go with the episode. But I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you come on. I know this is our podcast, but this is still the OG podcast. And last time I checked, I am the OG.
That you are.
So I'm not gonna let you come on this podcast, man, and call DJ Khaled a hype man.
That's what he.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying I'm as big of a fan as I ever was. Okay, I'm not saying that. I know. I know the man's problematic. Don't come at me. All right.
Oh, is he? I don't even know.
I think he. I don't know. I don't get into. Okay, I don't follow shit like that. But I know that he's not as beloved as he once was. But.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm not gonna call him a hype man because to me a hype man is someone like Lil Jon.
Okay.
Or like Flavor Flav, where that's.
Okay, but
what they do.
Tell me a DJ Khaled lyric.
Okay, but here's the thing: his talent is not being a lyricist. He's not a performer. He's not a rapper. He's a producer. He does the ad libs because he's a producer. His talent. Okay, and I know a lot of people. It's gonna sound like I'm a DJ Khaled apologist here. Okay.
Oh no.
Because a lot of people, I know a lot. Hey, it's funny, right? It's like, oh, what does he do? Is he even really? When you say producer, is he a producer like Timbaland? No, not really. I don't think he makes very many of the beats, but he's a producer, very much in the same way that Diddy is a producer, right? Diddy's a businessman also.
Sure.
Right? And that is a talent in the music industry. Being able to put people together and collab and like, oh, what if so-and-so and so-and-so did a song together? And yeah, that'd be dope. But who would do the beat for it? And like, oh, let me grab this beat maker over here. And that's really something that a producer does, and that's his talent. And then he adds his own little, he has to interject on there and put himself on there and we the best.
You see? That's what I'm saying. Hype man.
OVO, Rock Nation. No, he does that, but he's not, he's not like just a hype man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't say he was just a hype man. I just said he's a hype man.
Yeah. But he's more like, he's hyping himself,
but he's more than that.
But he's not out there like, yeah, boy.
Yes, king.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies.
But anyway, it's okay. Apology accepted.
Thank you.
One time. Wait, tell me you're sorry again. Tell me you're sorry one more time.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You got another one?
Yeah, no, that's my impression. That's what you're gonna see on stage next time you see me. This is my impression of Little John accepting someone's apology, but he doesn't really want to accept their apology. Little John, I'm really sorry for that awful thing that I did to you. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Don't encourage this behavior. What's wrong with you? What is wrong? People probably stop listening right now. They're like, are you serious?
The facial expression and with it, I mean, it's just perfect. Yes.
These people are probably like I thought he was original. He's on here doing a Little John impression. Like it's 2006.
Sorry.
Anyway, what I was trying to back to the original conversation. I podcast. I feel like that it's part of the attraction of it is being able to feel like you're part of a conversation when you're by yourself. Yeah, you're in the car for long distances. I've even started listening to them at the gym a little bit. Mm-hmm. Not all the time. I still like to have music, but on occasion, if I'm in the middle of a good episode, I'll just go ahead and listen to that.
Yeah.
So that's the good part about the original Gordito podcast here. And then the What the He Said podcast is where it's Chingo and myself and Juan Perez, and he has the producer. So it's a lot more like if you've been following me since like the Vatos Locos days, right? Where it's that feel of like a bunch of friends just talking and bullshitting on different topics, right?
Yeah, I miss those podcasts.
Versus where on this podcast you get something a little different, where it's a couple talking and conversing and joking the way that we do, right? Because the way that I joke with you isn't necessarily the same way that I would joke with the fellas.
Sure.
It's just
God, I don't.
Even though I feel like I do get silly with you too. Yeah. I mean, obviously. I mean, I just did like 5 minutes of the best of stand-up 2007.
And I'm laughing because it's like the first time I've heard it.
Bro, if this was 2007, that Little John bit
would have hit.
That would have put me on Leno, babe.
Wow.
Been like, okay.
But you had to say it with the setup.
Yeah. Little John, how many times have you been to Disney World? One time. How was it? Did you like it? Okay. Stop it.
Hi, Little John. Okay.
Anyway, make sure you're checking out those podcasts. So within, like I said last week, to relaunch 2 podcasts like that.
Yes, definitely.
To get the trailer out, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, I might put it at the end of this episode. If not, I'll put a link to it. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can go to it, and I'll put the link in the description. Do me a favor. The trailer just came out. Has a couple clips from the special, which we just got the final edit this weekend. It's in hand. March 10th.
So excited.
It will be out on YouTube, and I just want, like I said, as many people to see it, and for those that like it, well, welcome to the Luniverse, man. Check it out, man. We're rocking and rolling now. We got podcasts going. We're Gerald and I have actually started talking about the next special already. I mean, I'm trying to go in. This is my prolific era.
Okay.
Right? I'm not saying I'm going to do one every year, but no,
it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like working on the material, you know, he wants to work with me on it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he feels like he learned a lot this time. I know I learned a lot this time. And that's because we're very proud of what we've done this time around.
Right.
Like honestly, you know, I would put what we've done quality wise as far as the production up against anything that you see on any of the major streaming. So the fact that it's on YouTube is not to take anything away from the production of it.
Right. Oh, no.
I think, you know,
you guys worked your butts off.
Right. And I've, believe me, going into this, I spent a lot of time looking at a lot of different specials and the way they were shot and the quality, and some were great examples of what I wanted, and some were great examples of what I knew I didn't want, and I think we fell, you know, well within there. I mean, we really put something out special, so the next one's gonna be
like 10 times better.
Insane. So in order to make sure we get to that though.
Okay.
Because these things cost a little bit of money. I don't know if I told you that. My bank account ain't as big as it was at the beginning of last year. You know, but
it is what it is.
But we're shooting that shot.
Yes,
you know
we
what
are.
I'm saying? And so just go check out the trailer. Share it with some people. Comment on it, guys. You know, y'all. I can speak to y'all more real because if you're listening to the podcast, I know that you're a fan.
You're the OG.
You know, you're an OG. You know what I'm saying? You're down with the cause. So when it's going to come down to is engagement, right?
Yes.
And it's a watch is great. A like is worth more than a watch.
Okay.
As far as the algorithm is concerned, don't just watch it, like it.
Okay.
Don't just like it. Comment on it.
Okay.
Because a comment shows engagement, and that's what.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
That's what all the platforms want from you. Is you know, if they see that people are watching what you're putting out, they're watching minutes of it. You're keeping them entertained. You're keeping them on their app, right? That's what they're concerned with. You know, that's why you like, why is this YouTuber blowing up? It's just they do a great job of keeping you there for a certain length of time.
Okay.
Right? That's all it is. You ever watch these YouTube videos and there's this long ass intro, you know,
like super
they're
long.
gonna show you how to make soup. And I remember when I was a little girl.
God, yes.
On a cold winter's day.
They're the worst.
Coming home from school, shaking off my snow boots. And I could smell the soup that my grandmother had been cooking all day long.
So annoying.
You know, and they have to tell you this long drawn out story, and you say, why I don't
Just give me the recipe.
Give me the goddamn recipe.
Like it's been 5 minutes already. Seriously.
They're trying to keep you on there long enough that it counts.
Gotcha.
Right? So they want to see that they're holding their attention. They want to see that they're using the other facets of the app. Are they commenting? Are they sharing? Are they bringing additional people into the app? Are they commenting? Are they engaging with this? Because then they're more likely to come back. If they care enough to comment on this person's thing, then they care enough to come back and watch the next video that they put up. Okay.
So we need to go comment.
So comment.
Gotcha.
Comment something.
Comment.
Say hi.
Hola.
You know, cool. Can't wait. I don't care. Do me a solid when you get a chance. I know some of y'all, if you're not logged in or whatever, and if you don't do that, you don't put your information in, I get it. But if you have a YouTube account where you're able to comment, please do that.
Yes.
You know, it helps.
And like.
And like and subscribe.
And subscribe.
And hit notifications.
And what does that do?
The notifications is actually lets them know that not only am I subscribing to this person, I'm following them, I want you to tell me the next time they post something.
Dope.
Okay, and we don't post incessantly. I mean, we post a podcast once a week.
Clip or here or there.
We post a clip here or there, and you know, so you're not going to be. I promise, we're not going to be like the gamers. Like sometimes, like a couple times, like the kids when the boys when they were younger, they would use my YouTube account, and so I'd get all these notifications from all these gamers.
Oh, jeez.
That this is what these kids do, and they make millions of dollars doing it. So I get, they're posting
why they do
all
that.
day long. But I would be at work or somewhere, and my phone's going bling, 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 and I'm like, what the hell? Thinking you're blowing me up or something. And it's 20
YouTube?
different notifications from YouTube. Oh, Danny the gamer posted.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, look at this. Or, it's always their video titles are always like, I can't believe this happened.
Something that's going to entice you to go watch.
Entice you to go watch it. And
they got those kids down pat.
They got it. They got it, man. I gotta take some YouTube lessons.
I guess so.
Is there a YouTube university? Probably.
Maybe.
I'm sure.
Most definitely.
Sure. Well, social media manager is like a legit job now that people have, and like social media manager, like for companies. Like it's a position.
Like
now.
So you just run someone else's social media
for the company or individuals too.
So like the
managers.
people who comment like for Sprint customer service or whatever. So that's your job,
right? But not even only that, the generating content. Right, so like there's whole people like that like are responsible for like a company's TikTok, and this company has a presence on TikTok, and what are they able to do? They're limited as far as to like what sounds they can use, so they're because if it's copyright, they can't use it for to promote their business or whatever. So it's much better and easier to stay an individual on there. But what I'm saying is that's a job. Like that's
I could go get that job.
That's a paid position. If it's something that you were skilled in, that's people that know what they're doing. I mean,
I like how you had to say if that was something I was skilled in.
Well, you're not the. I mean, neither nor am I. But you're not the social media person in the house.
Not even close.
But and I'm barely a little bit better than you, but just out of necessity.
So before, when I used to do Beachbody, I did do a lot of social media. So I knew like all the little like campaigns and like things to try to like drive people to your page and things like that.
Baby, the game done changed.
Oh, I'm positive because it would change daily.
Elevated.
It would change daily even back then. So I can't even imagine what it's like now.
Even with individually, like which is why I'm proud of what we're doing and have been able to do because it's literally just me, and a lot of people, a lot of comics have teams of people editing videos for them, clipping them up for them, adding the captions, posting multiple times a day, and we'll get there, but we're not there yet. But the fact that we're able to still throw our hat in the ring, get the numbers that we're getting right off the bat, it feels good. It feels good to get 2023 rocking and rolling again. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, because we've already been rambling for a while. You brought something. You're kind of helping me with the producer role. Put this together. And I asked you to bring something for us to gnaw on, to discuss every episode. But I do want to drop some shows real quick. The date that I was having this Friday in Dripping Springs, Texas, just got postponed because of weather. It's an outdoor pavilion. It's for residents only. The Dripping Springs area, that got moved to February 10th. I will still be in Bastrop, Texas at the Film Alley Bastrop Comedy Club in Bastrop, Texas, right outside Austin. Those tickets are on my link tree now. You can get them. Also, confirmed I will be all 5 shows with Chingo Bling February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right here in Corpus Christi at Mesquite Street Comedy Club Southside. If you haven't come check out the Southside location, it's a great big old venue. They've made some change. If you have been there, they've made some changes. It's running smoother than ever. They just had Marlon Wayans there.
And I heard it went really well.
And it was super packed. And I heard it was like running like beautiful clockwork,
Nice.
kind of thing. So excited, for them to, it was growing pains for a minute. We went from when I was working there, we had an 80, 90, 100 seat room on a good day to now they can seat like upwards of 400 people if they want crazy. To. So excited to be there for a big show. I was there with John Stringer. A lot of people, Chingo packs it out. So I can't wait
be a big show.
To see that place, operating on that level. So that's February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I don't believe those are on my link tree. I'll get those up. But what is my dates the following weekend, I will be here headlining in Corpus. So even if you go see me with Chingo, you only get me for like 20 minutes. Okay. And then the following weekend I'll be headlining. All right, where I do, close to an hour. So even if you heard 20 minutes of it, you're still getting a whole other 40. And plus, with me, you never know exactly what's going to happen.
Because you're really good about coming up with stuff just right off the top of your head.
Either stuff right off the top of the head or stuff that I wrote that day. I tried to start off with something a little relevant to the situation. So I can honestly say I finally gotten to a point where I can genuinely say it's never the exact same show with me. And I'm not even dependent on crowd work, right? Which a lot of comics, not knocking crowd work comics, that's their bread and butter, but that's not me. I mean, I'll go with somebody if they're, just won't shut up or whatever. But for the most part, I leave my audience alone.
Yeah.
So, but even with that, it's always something different. There's always something a little new. I might do something a different way. Even if it's a joke you've heard, I might do it a little bit different than because of whatever. So yeah. So what do you got for me?
Okay.
Co-producer.
So here we go. I came across an article that Mr. Adam Sandler was going to be receiving the Mark Twain Prize. And I wanted to know what your thoughts were about that. But before I hear your thoughts. So it says, the prize, which is named to honor one of the world's greatest humorists, will be awarded to Adam Sandler at a gala performance featuring some of the biggest names in comedy at the Kennedy Center on March 19th, 2023.
Okay.
So Adam has created characters that have made us laugh, cry, and cry from laughing. We are looking forward to celebrating his career at a ceremony that is sure to bring together the best in comedy and provide all the laughs. From the Kennedy Center president.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the most boring
comedy article
description about a comedy award. Yeah, that press release screams a good time.
What did she say? She did. It's going to provide all the laughs. Oh.
I believe you. I think the first clue was when she referred to him as Mr. Adam Sandler.
This is true.
Because we all know that proper titles just scream, good times. Good times.
This is true.
That's cool. That's fucking awesome. I mean,
I had never heard of the Mark Twain Award, so that's why I was like, what are your thoughts? Because I had no idea anything about it.
Oh, well, yeah. So definitely, I mean, I know, I've heard of the Mark Twain Award, and I know what it is. In fact, Dave Chappelle won it last year, or maybe the year before.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. And I know that it's considered, as far as comedians go, particularly stand-ups, we don't have an Oscars.
No,
we don't have a Golden Globes. Like at most, like I think maybe the Emmys have a category for best stand-up special. put up that year, but it's not just based off your stand up though. It's off the whole production and everything. So you win it, but
not
right.
Gotcha.
It's not just come down to like, oh, this was the funniest one.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that, because comedy is subjective. It's probably why. And most comedians, I know myself, fuck an award.
I know, you always say that.
And I can say that because I am an award-winning comedian. So that ain't just me. That just ain't me just dry hating.
You did not.
Fucking award though. I'm gonna do a whole episode with me holding it like this. Fucking, I'll break this shit off just like Regina George and Mean Girls. You want it? You want it? Come take it. Come take it from my cold dead hands.
Oh, don't break that thing.
No, it's already broken. This thing wasn't like, if you think I'm lying, this thing missing a whole. It was in 16, but you can't tell. Could have been 1916.
Wow.
Could have been 1860. I could be from the future. This could be 21. 16. That's why I'm ahead of the game. I'm a time traveling comedian.
That would be original.
You know what I'm saying? But I know if there's an award, the one that doesn't get joked about, it's that one.
Oh, okay.
That is still the most well respected, highest honor you can get as a humorist or stand up comedian.
Okay.
So yeah. Congratulations to Mr. Sandler. That's it. Pretty much in comedy, that's it. It's the Mark Twain Award. And the other one the highest honor used to be, and doesn't exist anymore, would be the Friars Club roast. Okay. Which Comedy Central took over, and now it's.
So they don't do it anymore?
No, they do them, but they do them for whoever.
So it's not really honor.
It's not an honor anymore. They just do them for who's good, who are people, like they gave Justin Bieber a roast. What? Donald Trump got a roast. It's just whoever's going to bring the most views. But back in the day, way back in the day, and if you read a book called...
if you read a book.
No, it's a particular book called The Comedians. It explains to you a lot about the history of, and it talks about the Friars Club and what the Friars Club used to be. It was Jerry Lewis and all these comedians, and every year they'd pick one among them to honor and roast, and it was like it was basically like the equivalent of a Lifetime Achievement Award in comedy to have all your friends of the funniest, male dominant, the funniest guys come out and make fun of you, and then at the end they say some nice things about you, right? And it's not that anymore. I'm a little bit of old school. I myself have been offered to be roasted multiple times. Yes. Probably more than I can count. And I turn it down every time because honestly, I still feel that way. I still feel like it's something that you should receive one at the end of your career or after some momentous accomplishment. Stuff like that.
I can see that. That makes sense.
New comics, right. Not right, not wrong. They see it differently. Comics now throw their own roasts. Yes. For their birthday, and that's okay. Cool. It's just at one time, in old school, it was considered an honor. So I'm glad we still have the Mark Twain Award. And cool. and yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Adam Sandler hasn't won it before. As goofy as he is, as silly, right. People just think, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, and but he created some very memorable characters.
That he did.
His movies were hitting during my adolescence, and yes, it was adolescent humor. you know, and it was silly, and you know, stop looking at me, Swan. And, you know, it's too hot for a penguin to be out here. You know?
That was pretty good.
Hey, you know, I do Adam Sandler and I do Lil Jon. That's all I can do. In fact, we got Adam Sandler on the phone right now. I'm sorry. In fact, we got Lil Jon on the phone right now. Lil Jon, tell us what do you think about Adam Sandler winning the Mark Twain Award? Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, you feel that strongly about it? Like you think it's a good thing that he won the award? Okay. Do you know how many times are people able to win the Mark Twain Award? One time.
That was good.
No, thank you.
That was good.
Thank you. Guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're coming up on the 40-minute mark. Still trying to keep it on the 30-minute side. I already dropped the shows for you. Make sure you check out the trailer, man. Make sure you look out for Javi Luna Is Not For Everybody. Streaming on YouTube March 10th. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, man. And as always, one love.